So on part two, what I didn't get a chance to finish talking about was dis-ease creates disease, spelled the exact same way. So it's real important that you limit your stress levels on everything. I basically, at this time, what seems to matter in the end is not so much as to what happens to us, but how we perceive what happens to us. For instance, my grandmother used to always pour milk to me and my siblings and then taste the milk. And I always thought personally that she just wanted to make sure maybe it wasn't spoiled or something. And then another sibling thought it was because she filled the glasses up too high, and another sibling thought she just liked milk. But we all perceived it differently. So the older I get, the less interested I am in investigating the truth about a lot of things, where you just want to move on. You can't keep everybody in your life. Those who don't support you, those who don't care about you, those who don't give you any type of love, affection, or show how much they care about you, those are the people you have to get rid of. You have to learn to say no to people. You can't let people use you, abuse you, or take your weakness, your kindness for weakness. People come into your life for reasons, for seasons, and there are many times you have to let them go, and that's just how life is. So our perception ultimately becomes what we actually see and feel, but it's not actually how it actually really and truly is. Okay, let's talk about Tamar. Tamar Braxton, she was fired from The Real. There are all kind of different stories coming back and forth about it. I'm really upset about it. I really like Tamar a lot. They're saying possibly her co-workers crossed her in some way. They're also saying that the advertisers and the producers of the show thought that Tamar was a bit too ghetto in some way, and so I don't know what it is, but I wish her the best. I like her a lot, and I'm watching the Braxton's Family Values that are on right now. Shootout in New York right before T.I.'s concert, backstage. Some people that came who were supposed to open for him, fighting with those of in his entourage in some way. Shots rang out, one person dead, and people are hurt. Trump and Hillary still running for the president. Trump is in the race now. This shows where our country is really at. This is an embarrassing race to me. I think they're all, I don't like any of them. Also, your happiest summer. I wanted to talk about that quickly. When you get a chance, think happy thoughts. Meditate on happy things. My happiest summers were always leaving from Detroit, getting on an airplane as a young girl, 8, 9 years old, going to New York, visiting my sister who lived in the Bronx at one time, then she lived in Scarsdale. She had a swimming pool, great times there. In the summers, I also would go to see my other siblings who live in Houston, Texas, and my sister Nancy, the youngest, would give me parties, and it was just, there are so many wonderful times when I got my first Schwinn bike. I could not wait to ride it around the corner and show all my friends. And when my parents, who owned a couple of enterprises in Detroit, restaurants and nightclubs, when the Four Tops were coming over to our house for a barbecue, they were personal friends of my family. And me telling all the kids in the neighborhood the Four Tops are coming, and they didn't believe me at first, and then when they saw Duke and Lawrence and Levi and Obi, everybody from the neighborhood ran, and I was the hit of the neighborhood. They all came over and got autographs. So, think positive things, have positive thoughts, and be happy, everyone. Listen, be careful about your jewelry. K Jewelers, it has a suit right now where someone is claiming that they switched their diamonds and their rings. I'm very particular about my diamonds. When I take them to go get them cleaned, I always stay there. I never leave my jewelry there. I wait while they clean it, watch while they clean it. Don't let them have a chance to try and switch diamonds in some way. The same thing is if you have to get your ring